There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the system played, and another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry out, I feel the sky bend low, and if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough. No more hiding what you've done. Enough. We remember everyone, from the camps to the cries. We carry their names, carry our bodies. What left us the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss, they are ours to love, and yours to cross. Enough. We won't whisper when they bleed. Enough. You built silence on our knees, from the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate. We're done being quiet, we speak in their place. Say their name, hear their pain. They were, they still remain. Enough. No more graves with no goodbyes. Enough. No more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing, and the world hears our cry.
December 2nd, Nigeria was busy carrying propaganda against me because I'm fighting for my people, and I have succeeded in getting the mandate of over 50 million Biafrans, giving their mandate under my leadership. I am talking about legal age of over 50 million Biafrans. The history is being made, and I thank you all for believing in me.
Well, thank you. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries and causes that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gersoulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that funds defense and State Department foreign operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence is a just and noble cause. And I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a particularly predictable situation in the United States today, and justice is not always served, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people, and at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim, and it's an honor to be working with you on this, and we appreciate your lending your support to someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gersoulis, and I am a good friend and a colleague of Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency Prime Minister Sanekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively he was a man of destiny, and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come, and I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Lawyers, we're happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Chief Moran. Thank you.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good afternoon, and good evening to some of you. Where are you watching us from? Please indicate where you are watching us from so that we can, we can welcome you We can appreciate your presence. Just write on the comment section, tell us where you are watching us from. We welcome you this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anywhere that you are watching from, we welcome you, okay? Isaac. Welcome, Biafrans, wonderful people, and lovers of freedom all over the world. We welcome you today to another edition of our morning broadcast. Ndewo nwa Chineke, you are watching from Australia. Ndewo, hashtag NKNK7905. Thank you for joining. You are a hardcore indeed. Thank you, nwa Chineke, and welcome. Please, as you join us, share. Let people, let them get notification that we are live, either on X and as well on the YouTube. Please, today is Saturday. Today is another fundraising day for Biafra, for Biafran Restoration Project, for Biafran Liberation, for Biafran Recognition. If you know that you want Biafra, if you know that you want freedom, if you know that you are promoting the freedom of your nation, promotion is not only by the words of mouth. You have also to demonstrate. You have also to support every action and every activity for restoration of Biafra. Every activity for Biafran restoration, you have to support it. It is very, very important and very, very crucial at this stage of our recognition. There are a lot of things that the government of Biafra is involved in. Outside the lobbying effort, outside the attorney fee, the Biafran government is also embarking upon reactivation, putting our radio, our TV stations, our satellite in place. Because information is very, very important. Information is very, very important because a lot of our people, they don't get information as at when due. They get information after the information have passed some days back. And that is not good for our freedom. Our elderly mothers, the elderly people in the villages, in our rural communities, they need to get information of what is happening, of what the Biafran government is doing. Yes, information is key. The reason why it looks as if the information of Biafra is not getting to the nook and crannies of our land is because we don't have radio, we don't have television stations where Biafrans can tune in and they hear the voice of Biafra. When our first prime minister was here, we were using that avenue, but when the saboteurs came in, most of the saboteurs who were in charge of all those facilities, they covered it up because they were not here to fight for Biafra. So this time around, it's very, very important. Very, very important. All the okemba. Na onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo, onye ọbụla bụ nwa Biafra, nwa afọ Biafra kwesịrị ịpụta oge a bịa sọpọtụ ka anyị nwee ike nwee ụzọ anyị ga na-esi wee na-agbasa ozi na be anyị. Let us have a means of getting information down to the grassroots. Ọkwa dị oke mkpa. So onye ọbụla bụ nwa Biafra, nwa afọ Biafra ṅụjuru ara nne ya afọ, kwesịrị iso na-support ihe a na-eme. You are supposed to be part and parcel of this liberation fight to free our people out of suffering, out of bondage, out of slavery. Ọ dị oke mkpa. So today we are going to have another fundraising. Tomorrow is town hall meeting. All these meetings here and there, it is a means to raise funds, for all these facilities. It's a means to be able to put all these facilities in place. And all these facilities are very much important, and they are capital intensive. They cost money. It will not be so difficult for us to do. But those people that have those funds, they are not supporting our freedom. They want to be free, but they don't want to invest their money into our freedom, which is very, very bad. So we ask Okike to bless everyone that is contributing so that you can contribute more. N'ihi na ekene nwaanyị gwọrọ abacha, ọgwọta ọzọ. Ekene onye abacha, onye gwọtara abacha, ọgwọta na ọzọ nụ. So ekekere ụwa, anyị na-ayọ gị biko, ndị niile na-asọpọtụ, ndị niile na-etinye aka, na-etinye ego ha, na-agba mbọ ịfụ na Biafra bịara, na-etinye ego ha. Anyị na-ayọ gị, aja ana Igbo, mmụọ niile nke dị na Biafra, mmụọ niile nke na-echebe anyị, anyị na-asị gị ka ị gọzie ha mmaji pụrụ mmaji, ka ị gọzie ha mgbe niile. Ndị na-akpata wee na-enye aka ka ihe na-aga ọfụma, nke ha ga-eri agaghị akọ ha, site n'aha Chukwu Okike na aja ana. Ise, ise, ise. So my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, join us in the fundraising today. One AJ is very, very important. Every money counts. Every money, whether it is dollar, or it is pounds, or it is euro, it is naira, but in our own we call it AJ. It counts so much. Over 50 million Biafrans voted for the self-referendum. Even this number vote for this self-referendum, now put a name donation. All go the 1 AJ. All go the 1 naira. All go the 1 naira. 1 AJ. 50 million naira. 50 million people are vote room. Put that 1 AJ. Or 50 million naira now. 50 million. Ima ego no. On nnukwu ego no. So ka anyị na-ayọkwa ndị ka ha na-atụkwa. Ndị nọ na Igbo na-eme biznes dị iche iche, ọ na-agara gị. Ị kwesịrị ịpụta ka ị sonye aka na ihe a na-eme ka ọ na-aganụ, n'ihi na anyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ, ọ gbakwa n'ụfụfụ. Ọ bụ sọ ndị niile nọ n'ezi bụ ndị na-nga kwesịrị ịdị na-eweta ego ka a na-eji wee na-asọpọtụ ihe na-eme. Not everyone that is in diaspora, not all those in diaspora that everybody in the homeland is expecting to contribute for our freedom. The freedom is for each and every one of us. And the people directly affected by the insecurity, the atrocity of this Nigerian state are those in the homeland. So you people should be, you should be the pace setters. Oh no, Kuruniru. Then I say abroad, because only abroad, are the comfortable there. The insecurity you witness in Nigeria, you can't witness it in overseas. The harassment, the intimidation, the lack of development that you witness in Biafran land, you don't witness it abroad. That is why people are abroad and enjoying their lives. But it's quite unfortunate that it's the same people that are abroad are trying to give freedom to those who are in the homeland. Even as they are doing it, they are asking you for your kind donation, but we don't see you. Today is yet another day. We must come out en masse. We must come out to support the freedom. We must surely come out to support the fundraising tonight. Ọ dị oke mkpa. Gbanịa ka ị join ya the fundraising tonight. Very, very important. Yeah, today, this morning, we have seen a lot is happening. We have seen a lot of, propaganda on social media. We have seen a lot of attack on our government. The IPOB Nigeria, the Ngozi group, the Imam Madabu group, they have continued to attack the Biafran Republic government in exile. Isi Afro Wekwawobu. The Biafran Republic government in exile is the government that is responsible for the freedom of the Biafran people. It will be recalled, ọ bụrụ na unu ga-echete, the Biafran Republic government in exile was reactivated by the Prime Minister, the first Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekwanjoko. It became very, very necessary. It became very necessary that we have a government in exile. Because when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put up IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, and was actually fighting for the restoration of Biafran nation, the international community, the United Nations, the European nations did not take him very seriously because he was under a group. These people that are in the world powers, these people that are policymakers in the world, they don't deal with individuals, they don't deal with a group. These people understand very vividly well that for you to fight for your freedom, you have to get to a stage where you now have a government in exile. This government in exile is going to oversee the activities of your nation while you are in exile. This government in exile will be able to coordinate with you, that is, will coordinate with government of the world, will liaise with government of the world in order to educate them, in order to, take them through, walk them through what they are passing through in their countries. And for you to be in government in exile, you must be in diaspora, because they understand that when you are in the government of your homeland and you are being oppressed, you are being harassed, you are being intimidated, there are only 3 places where a freedom fighter can be found. A genuine freedom fighter have 3 places in life. Okay? It's either you are dead as a freedom fighter because your oppressed country will do everything humanly possible to bring you down. It's either you are dead or you are in prison. Your oppressed country will always like to put you in a cage where you can no longer function when you are free. So it's either you are dead or you are in a cage, or you are in exile. Okay, when you are in a cage, 1 minute. Same boss. Abo. Abo. Mm. Quando? Okay, tabo. Okay. Sorry for that. So either you are dead, they will be better off that you are dead, because to them you are an obstacle to them. You are disturbing their corruption. You are disturbing their embezzlement. You are disturbing their scheme or scamming or Islamization or whatever agenda that you don't like. You are disturbing that agenda. So they want you dead, or they'll put you in detention so that they can cage you. If they could not put you in detention and you succeeded in running away, then you will remain in exile, because if you come back, either they kill you or they jail you. So it became very necessary that the world now recognize the fact that there is a need to have a government in exile, and the world recognize that fact. The world appreciates that fact, that government in exile to represent an oppressed people, to fight for justice for the oppressed people of the world. In that part of the world that you are being threatened. So, in our own case, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started the movement for Biafran restoration after 1999 or 2009, that Owazurike took that challenge. But eventually, Owazurike, because he was in Nigeria, and it is not possible, there is no way you can successfully fight for freedom while you remain in the same country that is oppressing you and succeed. So it became very difficult. It became very difficult for Owazurike to make any impact. 1 minute. So it became very difficult for Owazurike to make any impact, to succeed, when when he established MASOP. Okay, when he formed MASOP, Movement for the Actualization of Biafra, to fight against Nigerian government in the same Nigeria. So it became very difficult for Owazurike to achieve that. And Owazurike was jailed. Later on, Nigerian government rounded up those who are supporting Owazurike. And eventually, Owazurike handed in the towel. Owazurike now gave up the fight for the freedom of Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, took that challenge, took it to a greater height. But then it was very, very difficult for the world, the international world that it is structured. They can only work with a government in exile, or they don't work with anybody at all. When you are in a group, you can only make contacts, you can only write letters, you can only send information, you can only speak, they can only speak, for you, but they cannot put on structures. They cannot liaise with a group. A government cannot liaise with a group for the freedom from a nation. No. A government have to negotiate with a government. A government need to see what you have in place, need to see what you have, need to see your charter, need to see the document that you are working with, need to see that you obey the international norms of freedom fighting. Okay? And one of that is that there must be a government in exile. And besides, there are countries that are free today that had their freedom through government in exile. This lecture have been done over and over again. Even Poland is one of them. But today we are going to look into the Biafra Republic government in exile, the Biafran government in exile. So, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, and those who were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, sabotaged him. They wanted to destroy. In fact, they destroyed the group that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up, IPOB. They destroyed it because the Nigerian government have a stronghold, a foothold on it, and bought a lot of them. So the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, have already started nurturing the autopilot group, knowing fully well that for us to make impact, for us to be recognized by every other country, for us to work with America, work with UK, work with India, work with Pakistan, or work with any nation of this world, we have to create a government in exile. A government in exile. And in 2022, thereafter, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku then activated the Biafra Republic government in exile by registering our office in Baltimore, Maryland. So you see that the establishment of Biafran Republic government in exile followed an international lay-down principles. It followed the international norm for it to be legit and recognized by other countries, other nations, other governments of the world. So, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku understood the fact that it is very, very crucial and very, very important that this government is established so that we can now be speaking, write letters, write memos to countries, and they can respond, having known what government in exile stands for, having seen our charter, having seen our Bible, knowing fully that we have followed all the laid-down procedures of international law on freedom fighting. The government of the world have to now appreciate that fact and recognize our government in exile. That government in exile was registered under American State Department, reactivated on 2022. This is very, very important. Now, the government in exile is always governed by a prime minister, or you have to have a governing council. You have to have a government in exile, just like the Ambazonians, just like the Eritreans, okay? They also have their own governing body who are leading from exile. So It is not a fiction. It is not a propaganda. These are real facts. These are the real thing that people need to understand. That government in exile is recognized by government of the world. And for government in exile to be in full functionality and appreciated and recognized by every other nation of the world, you have to have your cabinet members. Okay? You have to have people who are working with you. You have to have people designated to so many, portfolios. And more importantly, there must be a head of that government. There must be a head to that government. There must be a head to that government. So in 2023, in 2023, our prime minister then, the leader of the autopilot group then, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, was elected as the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. The prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, then was elected as the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And when he was elected as the prime minister, he promised, he made us to understand that right now, Biafran restoration projects have taken another dimension. Remember what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us. He told us, admonish each and every one of us to go and follow Simon, that he is going to bring a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, because our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu understand that there will be a time that we are not going to be in a group, in an association, just like IPOB. He understands that Simon Ekpa is going to take us to another dimension of this freedom fighting that he, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cannot do, because there is always a division of labor. There is division of labor in the freedom fight. It is not the prerogative right of one person to bring a total freedom to a vast majority of people. In our own case, it is not one person's job. It is a collective job from everybody. Everybody must put hands on deck to make sure that it's happening. Very, very important. Let me address this fool, Anyanwu Paulinus. Well, what I have to tell you is that in Job, in Job, Job chapter 1, verse 6, when you read from there, he said that the sons of God came to present themselves before God. This platform is God's own platform. Okay? The Biafra Republic government in exile is a platform that Chukwu Okike Abiyama himself destined that it must be. And it is a platform that we are using to propagate the message of Biafran restoration. Here is the platform of truth. Here is the platform of authentic information. Here is a platform for verifiable information. And in this case, in this place also, if you have any question, we can respond to you. We are going to help you solve your problem. If you have any problem, any issue with you, any question you don't understand, anything that is confusing about our government, that you don't understand, you have a question, you ask. Why the sons of God came to present themselves to God? Satan, you call Satan. Satan, Satan, the evil people also came along in the presence where God's people are. The devil also came along. So I am not surprised that this is an holy platform and people like you, Anyanwu Paulinus, you are here. But one thing I promise you is that at the end of this process, your brain will be resetted. I am telling you because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he is going to destroy Nigeria with truth. What is happening today? That truth has destroyed Nigeria. The whole world have known Nigeria for what Nigeria is. Nigeria is a terrorist country. Nigeria is an Islamic country. Nigeria are jihadists. Nigeria are the ones sponsoring insecurity and jihad. We made it possible. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu educated a lot of us. We banked on that education and we are able to prove to the world that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been very truthful, very straightforward, and very factual. Here, we are going to do the same to a lot of you who are deceivers of the Biafran people, a lot of you who want to make money out of Biafran struggle, a lot of you who are propagandists, who try to tarnish the image of our government or the image of our prime minister who is doing exceptionally well, or the image of our lobbyists or that of our attorney, or the Biafran Republic government in exile cabinet members who are doing exceptionally well. So you said that original Brgie. What? This is the original Brgie. Biafra BRGIE do not have a counterfeit. Anybody that is telling you it's BRGIE, you will first of all ask the person, how do you prove to me that you are BRGIE original? That is the only question you ask. If that person gets a proof, one of the proof is going to give to you is going to give you the location of the office. Our office is in Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland. The second proof is that it's going to give you a website where you are going to feed yourself. You don't need me to start coming here to educate you on what you should know about Brgie. No, I just send you to www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, all in small letters, and you go there. Iji aka gị kpọrọ onye akamụ, imezie ya ọgbara mmiri gị nwa ka ọ nọ n'aka. You go there and feed your sense. You go there and get educated. You go there and get enlightened. You go there and verify every information that is being said on BRGIE platforms. So I don't need to come and start preaching to you. I send you to our website. You go and get yourself educated. So don't come here and start writing rubbish. Oh, original Brgie was used for declaration and United States of Biafra. After the Brgie was dissolved, Brgie you are using now is fake by the first this and that. This thing that you have, there is no proof of what you are saying. Give me a link. What made you think that BRGIE? In fact, I don't even want to go through that area because you need education. You don't know nothing. You absolutely know nothing. We have seen people like you before. They came in droves. In 2022-23, over 4,000 E-rats. They attacked Simon Ekpanjoko. Are you not aware? 4,000 were hired to carry propaganda. This propaganda that you are here carrying out, 4,000. You can imagine what is 4,000 or 40,000 E-rat, both the Nigeria, IPOPO, Mande Hausa, Mande Fulani, all of them came on social media and were attacking the Biafran Republic government in exile. Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. Then, Today, where are they? All of them have melted into the thin air. So you will better and see, you are nothing. I don't even give your whatever. I don't have to give it a credence because you lack knowledge and people perish. The Bible even said that when you lack knowledge, you perish. You are perishing, but you don't know. You are talking about USB. What is USB? What is USB? Give us a line of your proof. Give us where is your office? Who is your prime minister? Who is your leader? Tell us what your leader have done since the declaration of Biafra in 2024. We don't need you to write it. Just give us a link. Let us go there and read about it. Just like I told you about Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. I gave you a website, www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org. You go there and feed your eyes. Or you want me to go there and open it for you? A minute. Because most of you are so idiotic. Most of you are foolish. Most of you are imbecilic. Most of you are the Fulani blood. Those of you fighting against Brgie, you are the Fulani blood we have in our land. We understand that. During the war, a lot of atrocities happened. A lot of atrocities happened to most of you. So you can never change. You can never change. So you see, this is the Biafran Republic Government in Exile website. I've just opened it for you. Okay? So that when you go, I want you to watch. You see what is written here? He said here, diplomatic engagement with US government and our government and globally. Are you seeing it? View first ever historic. Okay, let me just make it bigger. This is Biafran Republic Government in Exile website. So, Anyanwu Polinus, are you with me? For your idiocy, idiosyncrasy, and your stupidity, and your insanity, and your lack of knowledge, and your lack of understanding, and your lack of research. This is the Biafran Republic Government in Exile website, because I believe that the reason why you came, you want to know about the government, right? So that you'll be educated and stop living in denial and stop living a false life, so that you can be bold enough to defend Biafran Republic Government in Exile when you are approached to do so. Okay? And that is the reason why I opened this government platform for you. So here you see it. View diplomatic engagement with US government and globally. Okay, let me open it for you because that may be the side you want to see. That may be the side that you want to see. You look at it. Let me scroll it for you. All these pictures that you are seeing here, go and verify yourself. Most of these pictures we are taking, this one we are taking while Ogechukwu Nkere was still the finance minister. Okay? Most of these pictures we are taking while Ogechukwu Nkere was the finance minister of the Biafra of the Biafran Republic of in exile. So most of these pictures, the pictures are not coming up. You go to the, I'll only give you the website. You go and view it by yourself, because this is not why I'm here. I just want to kanto gazo. Okay? I just want kanto gazo. Uh-huh. So this is not why I'm here this morning. I just want you to understand. I just want you to understand that the Biafran Republic government in exile have done more than enough. Is doing enough for the freedom of their people. So as you are here, I believe you are going to learn a lot of lessons. You're going to be educated. You are going to be enlightened to be able to understand your time. So, sorry, I was multitasking so the Biafran Republic government in exile have done exceptionally well for Biafran restoration project. So this is the reason why I'm using this opportunity to even educate this Anyanwu Paulinus. This is not the first time you are coming here to write junk without evidence to back up whatever claim you have. Under our government, we are not propagandists. See? Watch, watch, watch. Oh my God, I'm really sorry, my listeners. It's not easy. You have to do things, one thing or the other. We are multitasking. So Anyanwu Paulino, this is not the first time you are coming here with your propaganda and the attack. But I believe today will be your last day of attacking, because I've given you a link where you can go and sort yourself out. Okay, let me even send that link to you. Let me send the link to you so that at your own time, you are going to at least be able to feed yourself with the information that you need, because a lot of people wallow in ignorance. You want to attack, you you just want to come out and start attacking. Hmm? You just want to come out and start attacking, which is very, very bad. Man, this thing is giving me a headache. Oh. It's giving me a headache. I want you all to
never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground. Will ever destroy.
hello.
Never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground. Will ever destroy.
Biafran Republic government in
Biafra
exile
government in exile is a government
that nobody
that
using your
nobody
foot to
born
walk.
of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. ever rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody but of a woman marching on this planet, foot, walk on ground will ever.
Nobody using your foot to walk on the ground in this planet Earth can destroy the Biafran government in exile. That is what our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, the first Prime Minister of Brgie, is telling you. Nobody is going to destroy it. Okay? Nobody is going to destroy it. Nobody is going to destroy our government. It's not possible. Yeah, so Anyanwu Paulinus, I've sent you a link to the government website. Every answer that you seek, go there and sort yourself out. Very, very important. Yes, my senior citizen, I understand that. Okay. Most of the issues that I'm getting is not only about my network, but because of my gadget. Okay. I've told my viewers that are listening, whenever you see me encountering all these things, it's not sometimes not because of the network, but the gadget that I'm using, yeah, I need to change it. Okay. So please bear with me. Very, very important. It's not even self. It weakens me a lot that in some cases my video will play smoothly. In some cases, you will not. It will be hanging. So yeah. So that is the issue. So Mazi Paulinus, I think I've solved your problem. Okay. Since you don't know where Brgie stands, since you don't know what Brgie has done, since you don't know the achievement of Biafran Republic government in exile, I've sent you a link. Go to that link, follow that link, and you can educate yourself. Very, very important. So, as I was saying, in 2022, the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, activated the Biafran Republic government in exile. The Biafran Republic government in exile is a government that oversees the activities of governance from an exile country. So in 2022, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko activated the Biafran government in exile. And since that time, the Biafran government in exile have been actively involved in the administration of governance in Biafra land. Now, I want to explain it to you politically. A government in exile is a political group or body that claims to be legitimate governing authority of a sovereign state or sometimes a semi-sovereign entity, but operates from outside its home territory because it has lost effective control, typical due to foreign military occupation, invasion, civil war, insurrection, or a coup. Such government assert continuity of the state sovereignty and legitimacy even without on-the-ground power. They often rely on diplomatic recognition and support from host countries and other states to function. Their existence raises questions in international law about representation, sovereignty, which is tied to the state rather than physical territory. So, it is telling you what the functions of the government in exile is. Just like the Biafran territory, we all understood what happened between 1967 to 1970. We were a nation. We fought a war until we now said, okay, no victor, no vanquished. So since after that civil war, our land has still been under occupation by the terrorist Nigerian state. We cannot govern ourselves. We cannot make law by ourselves. We cannot develop our land. We cannot even put basic amenities for our people. And the Nigerian government that is occupying our land cannot do all these things for us. Rather, what are they doing? They occupy our land with soldiers. They harass us. They intimidate us. And this time around, they want to take over our land. So in order for us to reclaim that sovereignty, in order for us to come back to our land and be able to govern ourselves, we have to get control of our land once again. And the only way we can do that is by making sure that we evict all those occupiers of our territory and our land. In this case, the Nigerian terrorist state. We have to evict them from our land. And we have to do it in a more civilized, diplomatic way. Okay? We have to do it internationally, where the international community have recognized our existence. And the only way we can do that is through the Biafran Republic government in exile. We can't do that under one Nigeria. Under Nigeria, you can't do that under IPOB as a group. We can't do that under USB as a group, or we can't do that under Imam Madabu or BCG or BRG or whatever as a group. No, we have to do it under Biafra Republic government in exile, and that is what we are doing. So Mazi Simon Ekwanjoko reactivated that in 2022, and in 2023 he was elected the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. So now that he is our Prime Minister, he was our Prime Minister. In 2024, on the 18th of November, Mazi Simon Ekwanjoko was detained in Finland, and detained up to this moment that we are speaking. The Finnish government have pronounced him a jail sentence of 6 years. So he is going to remain in detention until he serves his full jail term. Then he can now come out. Why he's in detention? Do you think that the Biafran government don't have to move forward? Would the Biafran government wait for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to come out? It means the international community have to wait. It means we have to wait. Every diplomatic engagement, every activity, every action in relation to Biafra have to stop until Simon Ekpa comes back. But that is not what our Prime Minister then, Mazi Simon Ekpa, told us. He said that the Biafran Republic government in exile is the best thing that has happened in the freedom of the Biafran people, because government is continuum. Nobody can hold the government hostage. Government is like soldier come, soldier go. The same thing applies to the position that is being occupied by individuals on the Biafran Republic government in exile. So, in the charter and as well in our bylaw, Bom dia, boa tarde. So sorry. So the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko said that nobody is going to hold this government into hostage. Nobody is going to hold us into ransom. So while he was being detained, the Biafran government in exile had to do the work, have to follow the template for the Biafran restoration project. So in 2024, when the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko on the 18th of November that he was detained in Finland, before the convention, before the redeclaration of Biafra, a lot of things went wrong. A lot of people who the Nigerian government contracted, Ngozi to be precise, and her supporters, after the declaration of Biafra, thought it was an opportunity to hijack. It was an opportunity to destroy. It was an opportunity for them to shake the foundation of Biafran Republic government in exile. 97 cabinet members that were working with Prime Minister while he was here with us. So you see how people are so wicked and so mean. Why Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko were working with us? All these people pretended to be working for the interests of the Biafran restoration project. Immediately, Simon Ekpanjoko was detained by the Finnish police. They started scrambling for position. They started scrambling for money. They started scrambling for our defense. They started trying to know every in and out of this government. They tried to take over the government. They tried to destroy the government. And 97% of the cabinet members that made up the Biafran Republic government in exile divided and followed Ngozi Orabueze. They said that, oh, that we have declared Biafra, that there is nothing like a Biafran Republic government in exile. It is now the United States of Biafra. We said, okay. They left the government, leaving only 3% of the total population of Biafran Republic government in exile, those in diaspora, I mean to say. So they fought tooth and nail. They tried every antic in order to destroy. They tried to infiltrate the defense. They tried to know the finance. They even reached to the extent of releasing classified information of Biafran Republic government in exile, all in the bid to destroy our government. Did they succeed? No. Till today, most of those people that supported Ngozi Orabueze and left the BRGIE, most of them are no longer with Ngozi Orabueze. Most of them are nowhere to be found. Most of them are now ashamed of themselves. They cannot even come back to say sorry for what they did because most of them left out of ignorance. They don't really understand what really happened at that time. But those who came with the spirit of Biafra understood that Biafra issue is a divine project. And if you have come wholeheartedly with your full chest, with all amount of sincerity and good heart and consistency to fight for Biafra, that the gods will always be with you. So all of them that followed Ngozi, most of them hid their faces in shame. You can't see them on social media. Even if you see them now, they now use fake account in order to tweet, fake account in order to comment. But the Biafran Republic government in exile that was established, that was reactivated by Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko in 2022, still stand gidigban gidigban till tomorrow. What does that tell you? It tells you that BRGIE is indestructible. It tells you that BRGIE is unstoppable. It tells you that BRGIE is unshakable. So I want you to understand that nobody can shake, nobody can destroy the Biafran Republic government in exile. Very, very, very important. And why that government was formed was for the benefit of the Biafran people. Yes, it was to see to the affairs of Biafran governance while they are still in exile. This is something that our people should understand. People who are ignorant of how government functions, people who are ignorant of Biafran Republic government in exile should go and do research. Those who are following Ngozi, most of them are here. You see what they do. They will call you all manner of names. And that reminds me what our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said. Our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said that if nobody is criticizing what you are doing, if nobody is talking ill about you, if nobody is fighting against you while you are doing the work you are sent to do, you should know that you are not doing anything good. You should know that you are not even creating an impact. Yes, but once you are making an impact, once you are making success out of what you are doing, you will see the enemy will always attack you. So if you are doing something and nobody is attacking you, it means what you are doing is not yielding result. But once you are doing something and people are attacking you, you should know that you are actually making an impact. So somebody said his name is Chikwere Dixon. I don't know where he got that name from. He's calling here to call people criminal. Who are the criminals? If there are criminals in this struggle, it is people like you. It is your like that are criminals who have no proof of whatever they are saying, who cannot substantiate any allegation. They are only here to call names. They are only here to carry out propaganda. They are only here to make noise and nothing to prove for it. So my brothers and sisters, so our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku then hired our lobbyist. What is the work of the lobbyist? To oversee and to advise, to help our government in achieving its aims and objectives. What are the aims and objectives of the Biafran Republic government in exile being set up? First is political engagement. Yes, is to engage every other country that we deem very necessary for that very engagement. Okay. So political engagement. So Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku hired our lobbyist, Jim Morrell, and global strategists for that political engagement in Washington, D.C. Okay? And when Jim Morrell was hired, and was unveiled to the Biafran people, he was hired from June 2024. And he brought it and presented them to the Biafran people that this is our lobbyist, that this our lobbyist is expected to take the issue of Biafra to Washington, D.C., to engage the policymakers, to educate them, to arrange meetings, to let them understand more about Biafra and about our stand with Nigeria. So our attorney, our lobbyist, Elias, was given that responsibility. And did they fail? Did they fail the Biafran people? The answer is no. They
Well, thank you.
lived
Let's see. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries and causes that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gerasulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that funds defense and State Department foreign operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence is a just and noble cause. And I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a particularly predictable situation in the United States today, and justice is not always served, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people, and at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim, and it's an honor to be working with you on this, and we appreciate your lending your support to someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it, and thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation of Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one.
Did you hear what Elias said? He said they are going to make sure that the issue of Biafra is spoken about in Washington, D.C. They are going to make sure that Biafra agitation project, the Biafra restoration project, that it is well known in Washington, D.C. Their job is to create that awareness. Their job is to make that happen.
That we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in the struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Elias, we're happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Mr. Prime Minister, it's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much.
You again.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
forward
you.
to working with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Chief Moran. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. Congress began to represent some corporations. I leave in to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Garasulis is my partner. This is but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that funds defense and State Department foreign operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence is a just and noble cause. And I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a particularly predictable situation in the United States today, and justice is not always served, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people. And at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this. And we appreciate your lending, your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Yarsulis, and I am a good friend and a colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation of Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the...
You listen to how Mazi Elias is educating the Biafran people about the government in exile, about the lobbying effort, about moral global strategies, about what they are to do for Biafra in Washington, D.C. When you listen to Elias, you are listening to somebody who knows what his work is. You are listening to somebody who have a grasp of his responsibility or his scope of duty to the Biafran Republic government in exile in relation to the freedom of the Biafran people. When you listen to Elias, he's a man that is speaking with authority, with knowledge of the work that he do.
the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke.
And engaging the services of a lobbyist in Washington, D.C., it was a master stroke that the Biafran government in exile under Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, it was a master stroke because the government understands the need for a lobbyist in Washington, D.C. They understand that this lobbying firm is the one that speaks directly with cabinet members, policymakers in American government. That was the reason for their engagement on their services. So Elias understands this very, very well. And the Biafran government, for establishing it in Washington, D.C., it is very, very difficult for somebody to come and hijack it. It is very, very difficult to somebody to destroy it. It is very, very difficult for somebody to come and shake it.
And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Elias, we are happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we know how to do best for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It's our honor, and we look at serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It was a pleasure to see you again.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Chimora. Thank you.